Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. My name is Tyler Kazuzak, and we welcome you to the preliminary round of the 2026 Morris County Tournament here at the Pequannock baseball field, where your Pequannock Golden Panthers, the 12 seed, will be taking on the number 21 seed, the Mountain Lakes Lakers. So let's get into your bracket and, of course, all the information for this matchup. So Pequannock will be entering this game with an overall record of 7-5. They are 2-2 in the NJAC Liberty Division, and they are coming off a win against Morristown Beard on Wednesday. That was April 22nd. That was a 10-7 score, and they're entering this game as a 12 seed. We'll show you that bracket coming up shortly. And for the Lakers, Mountain Lakes is a 5-6 overall on the season, 3-3 in the NJAC Independence Division, and they're coming off a 10-4 loss against Parsippany, also on a Wednesday, April 22nd. So here is the current bracket. So it's pretty much all set for, who's going to get in the first round with the buys and stuff like that. So, of course, Pequannock is in the preliminary round. So they are the 12 seed. They will be taking on 21 seeded Mountain Lakes. And the winner of this game will be taking on Mendham, the 5 seed, in the first round of the counties. Mendham, of course, has a bye in the preliminary round, so they are automatically in the first round. So they currently wait the winner of this matchup here. So let's get into your batting order for the Golden Panthers. So leading us off will be the top of the order with the third baseman, number 20, Cooper Carlin. Batting second will be the shortstop, number 2, Jack Picardo. Batting third will be the second baseman, number 24, James Killian. Cleaning up, batting fourth, is the left fielder, number 3, Michael Lopes. Batting fifth will be the designated hitter, number 34, Todd Nafee. He will be DHing for the first baseman, which will be number 12, Braden Bell. Then batting sixth will be the right fielder, number 4, Matt Mastretti. Batting seventh, the starting pitcher, and also making his debut for the season, will be number 22, Aiden Riley. So he is the starting pitcher, and he'll be batting seventh in the order. Again, this is his first ever game this season. So we'll see how he does. And then batting eighth will be the catcher behind the plate, number 27, Luke McCabe. And then batting ninth in the order, last but not least, will be the center fielder, number 16, Nolan Casey. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Subscribing is completely free and helps us out a ton. Send this message to family and friends who can subscribe. This broadcast is also brought to you by our official sponsors, Boba.com and TopWaterBastards.com. Be sure to check out the TJK shop. Link in the description below. It is tjk152.com/shop to go check out our latest merchandise. Be sure to also follow our socials. We are available on Instagram and TikTok, and both are at TJK Network. And for more information on our sports network, go to tjk152.com/network. And our shop link is, once again, tjk152.com/shop. And you can find all these links in the description below. So our opening first pitch will begin shortly. We'll go over your starting pitcher, Aiden Riley, and all his information and that jazz. But anyways, sit tight as we get ready for the preliminary round to begin the 2026 Morris County Tournament. Also, with that, we should go over the starting lineup for the Mountain Lakes Lakers. So, top of the order will be number 25, Ryan Peterson. Batting second will be number 2, Brendan Durr. Batting third will be number 27, Colton Hulse. Batting fourth is number 9, Luca Berrier. And then batting fifth will be number 12. That is Anthony Petronera. Apologies if I mispronounced that. Batting sixth will be number 11, Alex Bordoni. Batting seventh will be number 10, Evan Muffson. And then batting eighth will be number 1, Larry Retznick. He's DHing for number 17, Michael Babarsi. And then batting ninth will be number 24, Tyler Wills. So that is the batting order for the Mountain Lakes Lakers. So here's Pequannock taking the field. Let's go over your starting pitcher for the Golden Panthers. So making his debut for the 2026 season will be number 22, Aiden Riley, entering his sophomore year. He has no stats, of course. So this will be his first varsity start as he makes his debut on the mound. And also, Aiden Riley is batting 7th in the order. So no record, no innings pitched, no hits, no walks, none of that, no strikeouts. He's coming in fresh on the season. So Mountain Lakes really has no information on Aiden Riley. So that could be an advantage for Pequannock's side of the game. But we'll see what happens here. So again, number 25, Ryan Peterson will be leading us off at the top of the order. So here we are in the top of the first as we are now underway in this preliminary round of the 2026 Morris County Tournament here on TJK Network. So here's the pitch. That one's high for ball 1. This pitch is low. Ball 2. This one's high. So it's 3-0 for the count on Ryan Peterson. And that's ball 4 for the walk. So Peterson works a 4-pitch leadoff walk. And now coming up to bat will be number 2, Brendan Durr. Both these teams played earlier in the regular season. That was back on April 4th. The pickoff attempt at first. And Ryan Peterson is out. So that walk doesn't even matter now, as Aiden Riley, after walking Ryan Peterson on a 4-pitch walk, he picks him right off at first, and now there are no runners on with 1 out. First pitch there is ball 1 on Brendan Durr. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Tipped foul for strike 2. That one's high. The count even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. In Raleigh with his first strikeout of the season. For now 2 outs on the Lakers. As the first out was a pickoff after Aiden Riley walked Ryan Peterson. He picked him off, and then he struck out Brendan Durr. And now up to bat, it is number 27, Colton Hulse. As the first pitch is high. That pitch is strike 1. But as I was saying before, both these teams faced each other earlier in the regular season. It was back on April 4th, so 20 days ago. As this one is grounded right to Killian, over to Braden Bell. And that is out number 3. And that'll do it for the top of the first. As we head to the bottom of the first, coming up shortly, where Pequannock will be coming up to bat. Now, back to the matchup 20 days ago, back on April 4th, when both these teams faced each other. That game was an intense 11-inning, high-scoring clash where Pequannock walked it off and won that game 12-11. So that game was packed full of action, and that was probably one of our longest broadcasts on TJK Network. That game almost went 5 hours. That game started at 10 in the morning, and it ended at, I believe, almost 3 o'clock. So that was a pretty long game. Pequannock had a pretty big, near blowout lead, but Mountain Lakes was able to rally themselves back in it and even took the lead at some point before Pequannock was able to come back from that and walk that one off for the 11-inning victory. But anyways, let's go over to the starting pitcher for Mountain Lakes, and that's going to be number 9, Luca Berrier. And if I'm not mistaken, he was the pitcher for the initial first game. Yes, it was. He did pitch in the 12-11 11-inning walk-off for Pequannock, so we'll just go over Luca Berrier's stats now going into this game. So he did pitch in that game. So this season he is currently 1-1 with a 3.75 ERA, pitching 18.2 innings, allowing 17 hits, 15 walks, and he has 26 strikeouts on the season. So, number 9, Luca Berrier on the mound for Mountain Lakes. So here we are in the bottom of the first inning. Leading us off will be, of course, our top of the order with the third baseman, number 20, Cooper Carlin, up to bat. Here's a pitch. Cooper Carlin chases, and he'll hit this one foul for strike one. Here's a pitch. And that one is low for ball one. Count's now 1-1. That pitch is strike two. So Luca Burrier ahead, 1-2. That one's high. The count evens, now at 2-2. Here's a pitch. That's strike three. So Luca Burrier strikes out Cooper Carlin, down looking. And now number 2, Jack Picardo, will come up to bat, the shortstop. Here's the pitch. And this one is grounded to third, but the third baseman bobbles that one, and Jack Picardo will reach first. So Pequannock with one runner on. I'm not sure what that's going to be officially ruled, if it'll be a hit or it'll be an error on the third baseman. I believe it may have been an error on the third baseman for sure, because he bobbled that one. It was grounded right to him. So Jack Picardo does reach on base. He's at first, and now coming up to bat will be number 24, James Killian, playing at second base. So James Killian, on the first pitch he faces, it's strike one. Pickoff attempt at first. Picardo is safe. Here's a pitch. This one grounded over to second. They get it over at second, but the runner at first is safe, so Killian will reach. Jack Picardo, though, is out at second with the force out. So 2 outs. And now the left fielder, number 3, Michael Lopes, up to bat. So fielder's choice there. Mountain Lakes try to get the double play there, but they only get the force out at second. Killian reaches safe at first. First pitch there will strike the dirt for ball one. That one's ball two. So Lopes ahead in the count at 2-0. Pickoff attempt at first. James Killian is safe. This one popped up high. It's going foul, and it'll go over the fence, out of play. So the count now 2-1 on Lopes as he looks to continue to battle in this count. Here's the pitch. This one is going to be a ball as James Killian makes his way to second. So he steals. It's 3-1. So Killian at second. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. The count is now full. So Michael Lopes with a 3-2 count. And that will be ball 4. So Michael Lopes works a walk to first. So Pequannock with 2 runners on with 2 outs. And now the DH, Todd Nafee, coming up to bat. Runner goes. And both base runners will steal. So now Pequannock with 2 runners in scoring position. One's 90 feet from the plate. That's James Killian at third as Lopes moved to second. It's also a 1-0 count as this one will drop its way down at left center field. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Pequannock is up early. It's a 2-0 Golden Panther lead as Todd Nafee picks up a 2 RBI single. And now, Matt Mastretti coming up to bat. With a runner at first, it's that man right there, Todd Nafee, who scored in 2 runs for the Golden Panthers early in this bottom of the first. And Matt Mastretti will look to continue this bottom of the first inning, continue it, and keep it going. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And Todd Nafee will go to second. He's got a steal. And now he's in scoring position. Here's a pitch, and this one is high, out at right field. It is caught for out number 3. So that'll do it for our first inning, but Pequannock scores 2 runs early thanks to an RBI, or 2 RBI single by Todd Nafee. So Pequannock up 2-0. We'll head to the top of the second coming up shortly. So here we are in the top of the second. As that pitch is ball one. Leading us off, it is number 9, and that is Luca Burrier. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Here's the pitch. And that is strike two. 2-2 count on Luca Burrier, who is leading us off in this top of second. The Lakers back up to bat, of course. This one will make its way out to left field as Luca Burrier picks up a base hit single. So now up to bat, it is number 12, Anthony Pequannock. As he's dealt ball one. One on one count on Anthony Pequannock. Runner goes. Throw to second is not in time. So Luca Burrier picks up a stolen base. He's now at second in scoring position with no outs. It's a 1-1 count currently. Gonna see what that pitch was. That pitch was a ball, so it's 2-1 before Burrier stole. So 2-1 on Anthony Pequannock. That one gets behind Luke McCabe. Burrier will go to third. So now Mound Lakes looking to get on the board as their potential first run is just 90 feet away from the plate. And that pitch is ball four. So now a runner at each corner. So Anthony Pequannock works a walk. And now it's bat. It is number 11. And that is Alex Bordoni. As a pickoff attempt at first, the runner is safe. That pitch there is ball one. Here's the pitch. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Oh, mistake. It's 1-1. Apologies for that. I'll fix that count. So it's actually 1-1. That one is ball 2. So the count now 2-1. As McBurney's going to call time here. Meeting on the mound. So quick timeout here. So here we are, this quick little timeout. Runner at each corner, no outs. It's a 2-1 count on Alex Bordoni. Mountain Lake's starting to put on a little pressure on the Golden Panthers and Aiden Riley as he looks to try to get out of this jam. That one's low, 3-1. And that's ball 4 for the walk. And now the bases will be loaded. Advancing to second is Anthony P. So bases loaded situation with no outs. Aiden Riley's a bit in trouble. So coming out to bat, it is number 10, Evan Muffson. As that pitch is ball 1. That pitch is strike 1. The count now even at 1-1. And that pitch will be strike 2. Aiden Riley's ahead on this one. So 1-2 on Evan Muffson. Looking to get an out here. A big one. This one gets out. And it is foul. And we're going to have time here called as both Mountain Lake's coaches shout in anger. Saying that wasn't foul, trying to argue about that. But the count will stay the same. It's 1-2 with no outs in a bases loaded situation. Aiden Riley looking to get Evan Muffson out. As again, the Lakers have the bases loaded and there's no outs. Here's a pitch. Strike 3! Big strikeout there for Aiden Riley. As Pequannock gets one out on the Lakers, and Mountain Lake's coach. We may need to. One of the parents arguing with one of the coaches, telling him to stop complaining. But we'll continue on here. So bases loaded, it's now 1 out, and now coming out to bat will be number 1, Larry Retznick. That pitch is strike 1. That pitch is ball 1. That one's low in the dirt. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That one's high. 3-1. Nowhere to put Larry Retznick on. A walk would score in a run. Here's the pitch. Fouled. The count now full. 3-2. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout there for Aiden Riley. And now, Pequannock with 2 outs on the Lakers. And now, coming up to bat, the 9th batter in the order, number 24, Tyler Wills. This one, grounded foul. Should make a little correction here. He's actually wearing number 15, but it is Tyler Wills. As I hear from the Mountain Lakes dugout, them going Wills. So, correct player, just the wrong number written down here. That is strike 2. And now Aiden Riley, 1 strike away from getting out of this big jam. Here's a pitch. This one popped up high. It's in right field. And Aiden Riley works out of the big jam there as Mountain Lakes strands all the runners on base. And that'll do it for the top of the second. It's still a 2-0 Pequannock lead. Great job there by Aiden Riley. He got himself in some trouble. Bases loaded jam, but then he gets 3 outs and strands all those runners on. Completely slowing down all the momentum Mountain Lakes had in their favor initially in that moment. So now Pequannock will come up to bat shortly. Stay tuned. Here we are in the bottom of the second. Leading us off will be the man on the mound who got out of that jam, number 22, Aiden Riley. As that pitch on Riley is strike one. That pitch is strike two. That one's ball one. And this one is sent high here over to center field. It'll be caught for the out. Now coming up to bat, it'll be number 27, Luke McCabe. First pitch on Luke McCabe, low for ball one. McCabe ahead early in this count. It's 2-0. This one will make its way out to left field. Luke McCabe held to first. He gets himself a base hit single. Pinch runner. Well, coming out first, it's number 9, number 9, Matthew Dolan. So he is pinch running for Luke McCabe at first. Now, the center fielder, number 16, Nolan Casey up to bat. Pickoff attempt at first. Matthew Dolan is safe. Bunt attempt. And that one's not good. It'll be a strike one. Strike two. Now it's ball one. So the count 1-2 on Nolan Casey. That one is grounded foul. So the count's still 1-2. With one out. Matthew Dolan at first. Sent high here. And it drops down. Right out center field. It drops down. Nolan Casey safe at first. Matthew Dolan now at second. And now we're back at the top of the order. Cooper Collin up to bat. So Casey at first, Dolan at second. One out. As this one strikes dirt. It gets partially away. No throw will be made. Both runners steal, and now both are set in scoring position. So Pequannock with a chance here to try to tack on another run. So a runner at second and third. Casey at second. Dolan at third. Fouled. Strike one. So 1-1 for the count. Popped up, sky high, and out of play, foul. So 1-2 for the count. That one's high. Two and two. Back. One. Is foul. Oh, no. It's a ball, sorry. They tagged him for a second. May have thought he may have struck out, but he didn't. Wasn't foul either. So the count's full. It's 3-2. And that's ball four. And now the bases are loaded. So after Mountain Lakes loads the bases, Pequannock responds and loads the bases themselves. So we're going to have a mound visit here for Mountain Lakes. So after Mountain Lakes loaded the bases, of course, Aiden Riley got out of that jam after getting in it. He works his way out of it. And now Pequannock responding with their own bases being loaded on now the Lakers. So Pequannock now looking to try to cash in off these loaded bases. So no pigeon change made, just a quick little mound visit to try to settle down Luca Burrier. And now John Picardo is up to bat in a bases loaded situation with one out. This one is popped up high and will go foul for strike one. This one sent high here. Out to center field. It is caught. Tagging is Matthew Dolan. And he will score. Jack Picardo with a sac fly. It's 3-0 Pequannock. Also, Nolan Casey, after the catch was made, will make his way to third. So a runner at each corner. Cooper Cullen stayed put at first. And now, number 24, James Killian up to bat. Runner goes. Cooper Carlin steals second. It's also going to be a 1-0 count on James Killian. It's 2-0. It's now a 3-0 count. That's strike one. 3-1. That one's hit foul. The count will go full. It's 3-2. So 3-2 on James Killian. Pequannock with 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. This one, sent foul. So a full count still, with 2 outs and 2 runners on base. 2 are both in scoring position. 1 is 90 feet from the plate. This one will get out to left field. 1 run will score. Cooper Carlin coming home. 2 runs score. A 2 RBI single for James Killian. It's now a 5-0 Golden Panther lead. And now Michael Lopes up to bat as this bottom of the second continues on. As that pitch is strike one. As that one is hit foul. Strike two. Popped up high. In foul territory, it'll drop. So the count will stay 0-2. Another one hit foul here. That one also hit foul again. Michael Lopes still battling in this count. It's still 0-2. Pickoff attempt at first. And Killian is safe. Mountain Lake's coach calling time once again. trying to yell about another call that against the umps here, saying that James Killian was out at first. We'll see what the officials discuss and rule. I'll tell you this umpire does have pretty good patience. Because I've watched many MLB games, and most umpires don't have patience and immediately take out the coaches and eject them. So now that's ball one. The count is 1-2. Obviously, no offense, of course, to the Mountain Lakes coach. He wants to make sure this game is played fair. So I can definitely understand from his angle and his perspective. So this one strikes third. It's 2-2. It's now a full count, 3-2. This one sent high here. It'll make its way to center field. Not far enough. It's caught for the out. And that'll do it for our second inning. Top of the third coming up shortly. So here we are in the top of the third. Leading us off for Mountain Lakes will be number 25, Ryan Peterson. Top of the order. Popped up high and foul. It'll go out of play. Should also mention softball is also having the Morris County tournament matchup just right next to us at the Pequannock softball field. That is on TJK Network 2. And then, of course, Pequannock was also hosting their unified flag football game. That was at PTHS Memorial Field. And that was on TJK Network Extra. I believe that game is over. And also on TJK Network Extra, JV Girls Lacrosse is going on at Kinnelon. So they're on the road. JV's first as Kinnelon's having their senior night. So they count 2-2. And of course on TJK Network 3 will be Girls Lacrosse at 6 p.m., the varsity team. So that is your broadcasting schedule today. Lots of broadcasts on TJK Network today. As this one is grounded to James Killian, over to Brandon Bell at first, and Pequannock gets the out. So one away here in the top of the third. So that pitch is ball one. Currently at the plate is number 2, Brendan Durr. That one is strike one. This one sent foul. So the count now 1-2. Tipped foul again. So the count's still 1-2. Batter will call time. And that one's giving me strike 3. Aiden Riley picks up the strikeout on Brendan Durr. And that is out number 2. So 2 away. And up to bat is number 27, Colton Hulse. As this one's sent high here. Over to center field. Nolan Casey makes the catch. And that is out number 3. And that'll do it for the top of the third, as we now enter the bottom of the third, coming up shortly. Should also mention, Mountain Lakes with a new pitcher on the mound. It's number 28, Gunnar Holz, the brother to Colton Holz. So Gunnar Holz is coming this game pitching 2.2 innings with an ERA of 5.25. He's allowed 6 hits, 3 walks, and has struck out 2 batters. So Gunnar Holz in relief of the starter, who was Luca Burrier. So here we are in the bottom of the third. New pitcher on for the Lakers. Here's a pitch. That's strike 1. Leading us off here in this bottom of the third, it's the designated hitter, number 34, Todd Nafee, currently at the plate. So the count 1-1. This one will be grounded to short. Throw to first is gonna get past the first baseman. Nafee will book it to second. So another fielding error there by the Lakers. I believe that may have been a throwing error there. A little bit wide of the first baseman. A little bit out of his reach. And now Matt Mistretti will come up to bat. And with that one getting past the first baseman, Todd Nafee was able to get to second. So he is in scoring position with no outs. Popped up high. In foul territory, he'll go over the fence and out of play. 0-2. So that will be ball 1. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3 for out number 1. And now coming to bat, it'll be number 22, Aiden Riley. So Aiden Riley up to bat. Nafee is at second in scoring position with 1 out. That one tipped foul. The count even at 1-1. Runner goes. That pitch was a strike as well. Nafee's now at third. So the count 1-2 on Aiden Riley. And he has a runner 90 feet from scoring with one out. Popped up high and foul. Our count will continue. That's strike three. So 2 outs. And now coming up to bat, it'll be number 27, Luke McCabe, the catcher. And this one is sent high here. It'll drop down to left field as Todd Nafee scores. So Luke McCabe picks up an RBI single. And it's now a 6-0 Pequannock lead. Pinch runner will come in for him. It'll be Matthew Dolan once again. So Matthew Dolan takes McCabe's spot at first. Again, McCabe with the RBI single to make it a 6-0 Pequannock lead. And now Nolan Casey up to bat. This one goes off of Matthew Dolan. The ball is live on the ground there, and both runners dig it on, but due to it hitting and going off of Matthew Dolan, it will be ruled an out, and that'll do it for our third inning. So that'll do it for our third inning. We'll be heading to the top of the fourth. Pequannock, though, up with a commanding 6-0 lead on the Mountain Lakes Lakers here in this preliminary round of the 2026 Morris County Tournament. Again, the winner of this game will be going on the road and taking on the number 5 seed Mendham Minutemen. Here we are in the top of the fourth, and it'll be Luca Burrier to lead us off for Mountain Lakes. As this one is grounded right to James Killian, over to Braden Bell, and Pequannock gets the out. So that one's low. Ball one. Up to bat now, it is number 12, Anthony Pietranera. Swing and a miss there for strike one. That one's hit foul. So Aiden Riley ahead in the count at 1-2. Swing and a miss. Aiden Riley picks up the strikeout. And now Mountain Lakes with 2 outs on them. That pitch, strike one. It's now number 11, Alex Bordoni at the plate for the Lakers, as that one's ball one. It's a 1-1 count. That pitch is strike two. Aiden Riley back ahead in the count once again. Now at 1-2. That one's hit foul. This one's sent high here to right field. Matt Mastretti hustling to it. What a catch! Matt Mastretti hustling to that one. He makes that sprawling catch there. And that'll do it for the top of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth coming up shortly. So here we are in the bottom of the fourth. Leading us off will be the top of the order, and that is number 20, Cooper Carlin. As he hits that one foul right off the fence. So it's an 0-1 count. That foul ball nearly went for right out of our camera. So that pitch was strike two. It's an 0-2 count on Cooper Carlin. But that first pitch there, that foul ball hit the fence right above our setup, nearly taking out one of our cameras. This one grounded fair. And the throw is not in time. It gets past the first baseman. Cooper Carlin, though, will just stay put. And now John Picardo up to bat. John Picardo pops this one up high here in foul territory. And the catch was made. Out number one. And now to bat, it is number 24, James Killian. Pickoff attempt at first. Cooper Carlin is safe. Swing and a miss for strike one. It's a 1-1 count. This one sent high here and foul. So 1-2 with one out. Pickoff attempt at first. Cooper Carlin is safe. Here's a pitch. That one strikes third. 2-2. This one's sent high here. And this one will make its way out to left field. It'll be a base hit. So James Killian with a base hit single. Advancing to second is Cooper Carlin. So Pequannock with 2 runners on with 1 out as Michael Lopes makes his way up to bat. Sorry if I said that was sent high. I meant it was just sent to left field on the grass for that base hit. Couldn't really see that ball there. Kind of lost it for a second, but regardless, James Killian at first with that single, that base hit single, and Cooper Carlin advancing to second. Here's a pitch on Michael Lopes. Looks like that one was inside. It'll be ball 1. Runner goes. Both runners steal. So Killian steals second, as well as Cooper Carlin stealing his way to third. It's a 1-1 count. Now it's high. Ball 2. That one's low. 3-1. That one is tipped foul. The count is now full. It's 3-2. That one was also hit foul. Made a strange noise too when it hit the bat. But the count will stay the same. It's 3-2. And that's going to be strike 3. So now Mountain Lakes with 2 outs on the Golden Panthers as Todd Nafee makes his way up to the plate. This one sent foul. Popped up. And caught. So that'll do it for our 4th inning. Top of the 5th coming up shortly. So here we are, underway in the top of the fifth. As number 10, Evan Muffson leads us off. Swing and a miss there for strike one. I'm sorry, my mistake. It's number 2, Brendan Durr. Swing and a miss there for strike two. Swing and a miss. As Ian Riley picks up the strikeout there. I apologize for that. I got that number wrong. It's actually a pinch hitter in at the 7th spot. I heard 789, so I thought it was Evan Muffson. Then I looked like a number 2 because the jersey was tucked a bit or folded. But it was number 8 as Larry Retznick tries to go for a double, and he's able to get it. So Mountain Lakes with a runner on. So the Lakers have a runner in score position with 1 out. So apologies for that. So it was number 8, Charlie Conforti, who struck out on 3 pitches. He's pinch hitting in the 7th spot for Evan Muffson. And then the 8th hitter, Larry Retznick, just picked up a base hit double. And now we're at the 9th batter in the order, and that is number 15, Tyler Wills. So that's just to get you up to speed there after making that mistake there, trying to identify the batter. This one is caught by Aiden Riley. That one was just floating. And now we're back at the top of the order with Ryan Peterson up to bat. That pitch was ball 1. Pickoff attempt at second. Went off of Jack Picardo there. But good block by Picardo. That one got past. That runner would have been going to third for sure. But regardless, Larry Resnick. Save a second. Here's a pitch. It's 2-0. But Pequannock has 2 outs on the Lakers. Looking to get out of this with no problems. As this one is grounded to John Picardo. The throw over to first is in time for out number 3. That'll do it for the top of the 5th as we now enter the bottom of the 5th coming up shortly. Here we are in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pequannock still up 6-0 over the Mountain Lakes Lakers in this preliminary match in the 2026 Morris County Tournament. Matt Mastretti leading us off. The first pitch struck dirt for ball one. And this pitch here is high. It's 2-0. That one strikes dirt again. Matt Mastretti ahead in the count, 3-0. That pitch will be a strike. It's now 3-1. That one's high. Ball four. Matt Mastretti works off a leadoff walk. And we got a pinch hitter out here. So, batting in the 7th spot was number 22, Liam Riley. And now a pinch hitter is out. It is number 0, Peter Rosenthal. So he is pinch hitting for Aiden Riley. That pitch there, strike one. Pickoff attempt at first. The runner's safe. Runner being Matt Mastretti. Worked himself a walk. One count. Sent foul and out of play. It's now a 1-2 count. This one grounded to third. The throw over to first is in time. Now the throw back to third. And Matt Mastretti is safe. So 1 out. They get the ground out at first on Peter Rosenthal. Matt Mastretti went from first to third. And with that, Mountain Lakes tried to get the double play, but Matt Mastretti was able to get to third in time. And now he is 90 feet away from the plate to adding another run to this already pretty commanding 6-0 lead. And I'll be up to Luke McCabe here, who will send this one up high. And this one will be caught by Anthony Petranera. So 2 outs. As Nolan Casey comes up to bat. As that one's low. 1-0. Two and 0. And that one gets behind. Coming in to score is Matt Mistretti. And it's now a 7-0 Pequannock lead. And on top of that, Nolan Casey ahead big time. As it's now a 3-0 count. So 2 outs, 3-0 count on Nolan Casey. No runners on as Matt Mistretti scores. As that ball got behind the catcher. Nolan Casey dealt strike 1. It's 3-1 now. And Nolan Casey works himself a walk. And it looks like Mountain Lakes will make a pitching change here. So Mountain Lakes with the pitching change. Taking over will be number 6, and that is Buriak. Trying to look for him on the roster. He's not listed on our varsity roster. Let's see if we can get some stats on him. Looks like there's no stats on him, so it looks like this will be a varsity debut for number 6. I don't know his first name, but... Oh, not Buriak, sorry. It looks like it'll be the brother to Luca Burrier. But anyways, here we go. Runner goes. Nolan Casey with the steal. It'll also be strike 1. On Cooper Carlin as we're back at the top of the order. That one's high. 101. That one's ball 2. It's 2-1. Runner goes again. Throw to third. Not in time. Nolan Casey. 2 base steals in a row. It's also going to be a 3-1 count on Cooper Carlin. So 3-1 for the count on Cooper Carlin. And this one's ball 4. Cooper Carlin works the walk. Now a runner is at each corner with 2 outs, with Jack Picardo coming up to bat now. That one's ball 1. Runner goes. And Cooper Carlin steals a second. So now Pequannock with 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. Casey being the closer one, as Nolan Casey is 90 feet away from the plate there. This one gets behind. Way high. Nolan Casey is going to score. It's a wild pitch there. And also, Cooper Carlin will steal third. It's now an 8-0 Pequannock lead. A wild pitch brings home Nolan Casey. And that's ball 4. So runner back at each corner. Jack Picardo now at first. Cooper Carlin staying put at third. And now James Killian up to bat for the Golden Panthers. Runner goes. Jack Picardo steals second. It's also going to be a 1-0 count on James Killian, but looks like we'll have a timeout here as the coach will come to the mound, and he's going to take out the pitcher. We'll have another change made for Mountain Lakes. So coming to pitch will be number 2, Brendan Durr. Let's get his stats. Brendan Durr has an ERA of 10.5. He's pitched 4.2 innings, allowing 7 hits, 9 walks, 1 hit batter, and 4 strikeouts. So those are the stats of Brendan Durr coming in here on the mound for the Lakers. Here we are coming out of this mini timeout here. As we have a pitch and change, so Brendan Durr takes over. It's a 1-0 count on James Killian. Here's the pitch. And that's strike one. So now the count 2-1. Here's a pitch. And that is strike two. So 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. That's strike number three for out number three. That'll do it for our fifth inning. We'll be heading to the top of the sixth, coming up shortly. So here we are in the top of the sixth. Aiden Riley still pitching for the Golden Panthers. He has been fantastic, to say the least, in his debut this season. He was on the team, but couldn't play until just now due to the rules when you transfer too much within the state. Aiden Riley originally was at his brother's school, as this one makes its way to James Killian, but he couldn't handle that one. And Brendan Durr, who was the leadoff batter to start this out of the sixth, he reaches first. But as I was saying, he started where his brother played, Liam Riley, to Paul Catholic. Then he transferred to, funny enough, Mountain Lakes. And then now he's here in Pequannock. But of course, more than happy having him here on this team, as he is one great player. But yeah, those were the state rules. That's why he wasn't playing earlier in the season. If you were wondering, it was due to the too many transfers, which is what the NJSIA enforces. But he's here now, and that's all that matters. As Colton Hulse comes up to bat. Swing and a miss for strike one. That is ball one. Pickoff attempt at first. The runner is safe. So it's a 2-1 count. Pickoff attempt at second. And the runner is out. So one out there. Another great pickoff by Aiden Riley. So one out, no runners on base now. Back to Colton Holst at bat on a 2-1 count. Tipped foul. Strike two. The count evens. It's now 2-2. The count now full. It's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Aiden Riley with another strikeout. And now there's 2 outs on the Lakers. Want to know? This one will get out here to center field. It'll be a base hit single for number 9, Luca Burrier. 2 outs. This one's high. Want to know? Pickoff attempt. Runner safe at first. That pitch there is strike one. That one's high. 2-1. That's strike two. Our count back evened up at 2-2. Pickoff attempt. Runner safe at first. And swing and a miss right there. for the strikeout, and that is out number 3. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th, coming up shortly. Pequannock still up 8-0. Aiden Riley has been electric in this preliminary round of the Morris County Tournament. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th. Now, the mercy rule has been in effect since the 5th inning, but it needs to be a 10-run margin for it to end early. So Pequannock would need to score 2 runs here if they want to, you could say, walk it off early. But if not, we would go to the top of 7th, where Pequannock would try to get 3 more outs to win the game. Obviously, again, back on April 4th, 20 days ago to be exact, both these teams played here, actually, same field, here at the PTHS baseball field. It was a 10 a.m. Saturday game, and Pequannock had a almost blowout, well, actually pretty much a blowout lead, and Mountain Lakes stormed their way back in the game, and it went to extra innings, and even Mountain Lakes even had a 1-run lead, but Pequannock fought through, and after 11 innings of baseball, Pequannock walked it off 12-11. But this game has been completely one-sided compared to the game on April 4th. So 3-2 count on Michael Lopes. As this one is sent high here. And it'll be caught at center field. So overall, been a nice day here at the baseball field. A nice, comfortable, a little bit on the cooler side, but nice 64 degrees. The wind has been intermittent. Sometimes it's gotten a little bit breezy, but overall it's been light. And of course, it's been a sunny day with pretty little to no clouds in the sky. So overall, it's been a great day for this county preliminary round matchup. So Braden Bell up to bat. He's technically pinch hitting, not really. But Nafy was DHing for him, and now he's batting for himself. So Braden Bell up to bat. It's a 1-0 count. So the count now 2-0 with 1 out. No runners on. And it's now 3-0. And that's high. Braden Bell works himself a 4-pitch walk. Now Matt Mistretti up to bat. This one drilled deep to left field. It'll hook its way foul. So 0-1 on Mistretti. Pickoff attempt at first. Braden Bell is safe. That pitch was low. It's now 1-1. Sent high here. Popped up. It'll make its way out to right center field, and the catch is not made. So a high pop-up fly ball all the way out to right center field. And the catch was not made, so Mistretti is safe. And Braden Bell will make his way to second as well. So Mistretti at first, Braden Bell at second. And we'll have another pinch hitter come in. It'll be Jeff Picardo up to bat. So Jeff Picardo pinch hitting now. As this one's popped up. High fly ball. It'll stay in the infield, and it'll be caught. And now Luke McCabe up to bat. And this one drilled deep to left field. But this one will be caught for out number 3. And that'll do it for our 6th inning. We'll be heading to the top of the 7th, where Pequannock will look to get 3 more outs to pick up the preliminary round victory and take on the number 5 seeded Mendham Minutemen. That game would be on the road at Mendham. Pequannock will also have a new pitcher on the mound. It'll be Jack Picardo. So 6 great innings by Liam, or excuse me, not Liam, his brother, Aiden Riley. 6 great innings by Aiden Riley. And now Jack Picardo will try to close this one out and get 3 more outs. Let's get his stats for you guys. So Jack Picardo, of course, in his senior season, he has a 3-1 record with an ERA of 4.12, pitching a total of 22.1 innings. Jack Picardo has allowed 27 hits, 10 walks, 1 hit by pitch, and he also is coming in this game with 28 strikeouts on the season, averaging 4.67 per game. So Jack Picardo will be your closer, looking to get 3 more outs to complete this game and wrap it up and try to get the Golden Panthers to 8-0 shutout victory. So with Jack Picardo now pitching and on our shortstop, we'll have a couple defensive changes here on the field. Cooper Carlin will move to shortstop. And Jeff Picardo will play at second. And James Killian will move to third. So again, 6 great innings by Aiden Riley. And now Jack Picardo here in the top of the 7th. Looking to get the 3 final outs here on the Lakers to pick up the win. So here we are in the top of the 7th. As this one is hit foul for strike 1. It is number 4, Hornsick, pinch hitting here, leading us off here in this top of the 7th. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That one's high. 2-2. And this one is grounded. The third throw to first is good for the out. So 1-0 on number 8, Charlie Conforti. As that one is ball 2. I'm sorry, that may have went foul. Yes, it went foul, so it's actually going to be strike 1. So 1-1. Apologies for that. So 1-1 on Conforti. Swing and a miss there for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Jack Picardo with the strikeout. Pequannock just 1 out away from the win. So now Mountain Lakes is now down to their final out. And here we go. It is number 1, Larry Resnick, up to bat. And this one is sent high here and not caught. He's going to second, and Larry Resnick picks up a 2-out double. So number 3, Joe DeMarco up to bat. Another pinch hitter here for the Lakers. So that pitch is strike 1. The Lakers are still down to their final out, but they do have some life as Larry Resnick picked up a 2-out double, so he is currently at second in scoring position as Mountain Lakes tries to get something going here. This one is grounded right to James Killian. Throw over to Braden Bell, and that's the ball game. Pequannock picks up the victory here in the preliminary round of the 2026 Morris County Tournament. So that'll do it here on TJK Network. So the Golden Panthers will move on to the first round to take on the 5-seeded Menda Minutemen on the road in this county tournament. So your final score, Pequannock 8 and Mountain Lakes nothing. The 12-seeded Golden Panthers defeat the 21-seed and move on to play in the first round of the 2026 Morris County Tournament after this preliminary round victory. And again, they'll be taking on the 5-seeded Menda Minutemen on the road. We don't have a date for that yet, so that's currently to be determined, but we'll let you know on our Instagram page. And of course, it'll come up on our YouTube channel to when that is officially up. Hopefully, we are able to travel to that game. We're not sure yet, so again, follow our Instagram to stay notified on that. On top of that, Pequannock will also advance to an overall record of 8-5 on the season. They'll stay 2-2 in the Liberty Division, as this was a non-divisional matchup, and on top of that, the county tournament, even if you're playing an in-division opponent, it doesn't count to the divisional record. And for Mountain Lakes, they'll drop down to 5-7 overall, and will stay 3-3 in the NJAC Independence Division. But other than that, that'll do it here on TJK Network. Pequannock picks up the 8-0 shutout victory here in the preliminary round to advance to the first round to take on the 5-seeded Menda Minutemen in this 2026 Morris County Tournament. My name is Todd Kazazak. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and turn on post notifications while you're at it to stay notified when we do our next broadcast or upload our next video on our YouTube channel. Anyways, we will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Peace out.